Hey everybody, the trial this week is Aid of the Party, and the car restriction is the always enjoyable, thrill-filled truck. And it's an A800. It's usually, or not usually, pretty much is the Unimog or this Mercedes. That's pretty much it. So I decided to go ahead and bust out the Mercedes here. Gosh, if you obviously couldn't tell here, I hate these kinds of trials. They're just a pain. Anyway, let's get the races. The first one is a Reservorio Sprint. Then we have Sierra Verde Sprint. And we wrap up with Panoramica Sprint. At least it's sprints and not circuits. Okay, let's find ourselves a team. And there is the team. Okay, here we go. Race 1. We're starting from... Oh boy. You know, every race, or every trial, I should say, in Forza, if you start from the front of your teammates, you have a huge advantage, but particularly in trucks, it is an enormous advantage. If you start from the rear of your teammates all the way in the back, well, good luck to you. Gosh, I mean, these truck races are typically just pure bumper cars. Let's see how we do. Now, I do have a Unimog that is a lot more powerful and quicker, but is about 8 trillion times harder to actually drive and steer. So I'm busted out this Mercedes. It's a bit on the slow side, but it does handle a whole, oh gosh, a lot better than my Unimog. I got Pablo right on me there. Pablo's giving me some trouble. Oh gosh. You know, the good thing about these absolutely enormous trucks is that you can clip the checkpoint flags pretty easily. You can like kind of way off track there and still clip them. When you get these sharper turns, I usually tap the e-brake. It's just obviously they don't handle. And these aren't Ferraris we're driving out there. So I do use the e-brake a lot in these truck races. Like here's a super sharp turn. I'm just going to tap the e-brake to get around that bad boy. There we go. Looking at the leaderboard, I think we'll actually be okay, believe it or not. Wow. Oh, Nelly. You know, they released the realms today. I did not think anything else was coming in Forza. I need to look into that a little bit more because I was completely blindsided. I had an update. I was like, oh, an update. Didn't know that was going to happen. And the little trailer, or whatever that was for the realms. I'm like, oh, I'll have to look into that bad boy. You know, we are finishing first place. Look at that. And we crushed the Dravitars on to race 2. Okay, race 2, here we go. Middle of the teammates here again. Check out the launch. Maybe I am in a Ferrari here. Yeah, launch on this Mercedes here. Impressive. But heck, look at everyone else just blowing right by me. Oh boy, this is the death corner. Definitely using the e-brake on that. Could have been worse, I guess. Oh boy. I'm not sure how Tristan and Pablo shot off on this race. Like absolute rockets up there. Oh, Nelly. Oh. Sorry, teammate. Oh, whoa. I changed my view there for a second. A little crazy. I trying to honk my horn at Muford Red, whatever. And end up changing my little camera view. So we need, like I said, the top speed on this was less than impressive. And it's kind of showing here. We got the mad handles, though. You know what's interesting, too, is I'm actually rocking a, I think I'm 780 out of 800. No one is close to 800. One person's 788. I don't remember who that is. But, it's just weird, these truck races, you know? Oh my gosh. If you can avoid the walls, because hitting the wall is just like an absolute, absorbs so much of your speed. We're definitely going to whip around that bad boy. Oh yeah. We're gaining so slowly on everybody that I think this race needs to be about 18 times longer for us to improve our fourth. Oh my god, you know what I hit the rewind instead of the e-brake. So I don't recommend that strategy. It never pays off. Wow. We'll just chalk that up to old dude antics. That's something my dad would do. He would hit the rewind when he tried to hit the e-brake. Oh, that totally hosted us up pretty good there. It looks like we're going to be on to race 3, though. But, what are you going to do? Wow. Oh, boy. Yeah, we're definitely on to race 3. Hopefully, not only do I race better, but hopefully I don't do anything dumb. That certainly cost us. You know, I think we would have been doing race 3 anyway, because that leaderboard is looking pretty ugly. Yeah, that's embarrassing. On to race 3. Okay, for third and final race, we did lose 2 teammates. I'm starting all the way at the back, and we're in the city. This is going to be so much fun. Yeah, just, let's just mail it in right here at the start. Look at that. Look at that little maneuver. That's, little Lewis Hamilton stuff there. Prime Lewis Hamilton. Not current day Lewis Hamilton. Okay, we got Pablo. Oh, look at this. We're going to pass Pablo. Excuse me. All right, now we got Tristan coming up. Oh, look at that. Man, I'm making a heavy use, though, of the e-brake. I'm a little nervous after hitting rewind there. Oh, boy. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Check out this sharp turn coming up. There's going to be 0 use of the real brake, and I'm just going to hold down on the e-brake. There we go. Wow. You know, the past few weeks, or a couple times in the past few weeks, I did the race twice. Jeez Louise. With 2 different cars. I don't know if I really want to torture myself that much and bust out the Unimog and do this again. But we'll see. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, yeah. The teammates, wow, are way behind. That last race was just not good. Not good at all. Not sure what happened. Other than, I mean, besides, you know, hit and rewind there. It was just a bad race. Didn't do very well. First race pretty good. This race, surprisingly well. There's a super high amount of ultra sharp turns with another one coming up here. Another one just hit that e-brake or lay down on it. Oh yeah, it's like Fast and the Furious. Oh boy. Teammates or leaderboard there. Yeah, I think we're okay. Pretty sure. All right, let's just, why not do another ultra sharp turn. All right. You know, whipping the tail around these turns kind of makes me want to get in the old RAV4 after this and take a spin around town. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Okay, finishing up, first place. See how we do. Look at that. Those other two teammates shouldn't have dropped. We smoked the drivatars. That takes care of the trial this week. Thanks, guys. I'll see you all later. All right, I decided to, after much thought, give this a go in the Unimog. Figure a little self-torture never hurt anybody. Well, except for yourself. That's if you really got into it too, I guess. That's a whole different video. This Unimog, so I did take it back in the shop. I didn't just bust it out here. Did a couple changes. And I just remember it. And again, let's chalk this up to old dude. I thought it handled like a submarine, where it didn't turn at all. This is almost turning too much. It's really slipping and sliding, though the rear end is pretty darn loose here. It is much faster than the Mercedes racing truck. And by the way, in the prior race there, I was implying that the Unimog was not a Mercedes, but it is. They're both the Mercedes, the Unimog and the racing truck here. Oh, Nelly. So in a weird way, this is much harder to control than the racing truck. Not because it doesn't turn, but because it overturns. I mean, it is almost like a drift car here, or drift truck, if you will. It is a heck of a lot faster. So there you have. You could pick either the racing truck, where I spend entirely too much time putting the paint and liveries on there, or this Unimog. It's a nice orange color. I spent 0 time. Oh boy, yeah, it's definitely harder to control. The top speed is much better. I do think, for some strange reason, the launch in the racing truck I think was better though. We'll see how race 2 does. My bad. Leaderboard there. Man, my sliding all over. The leaderboard isn't looking super promising there. And you know what? I did not look at my prior time in the other automobile, so I don't know how much better this is, or if it is better, but it is first place still. Look at that there. As a team, we did win, so we will go on to race 2. Let's see if race 2 is better than the first trial, though. Can't be any worse. Okay, let's see if we do better here in race 2. Starting from the front of the teammates. Yeah, the launch on this is much worse than the racing truck. But the top speed is much better. We're leaving everybody in the dust here. Oh, wow. I forgot this sharp turn. This is going to be a nightmare. Oh, gosh. Yeah. So as I mentioned in the first trial, these big old trucks, you can just clip those checkpoints much easier. Man, I wish I remembered to look at what my times were in the first trial. What I'll do, I'll pop it up on the screen here. Obviously, that will be in, oh goodness, post-production, or while I'm editing. So I won't know live here as I'm recording, but during editing, I'll pop it up there. You know, when you get used to the very loose end driving this thing, it ain't half bad. It's not too bad at all, actually. Just smoking everybody here. And yeah. This is obviously clearly much better than the first go at it in the racing truck there. But I still have plenty of time to mess up. So we'll just wait and see. Oh, goodness. Are any of you watching the other video I'm doing? The Can I Beat Your Best Not a lot of views there in the first couple of videos, but it's a brand new little series and it might be kind of dumb. We'll see. I'll do it again though after this. And I did add more friends. Those of you that requested the friend, I did add ya. And it did occur to me too that as I add more and more people, yeah, my top score is going to go further and further down. And it's going to get harder and harder to get top scores. But we'll just see where that video series goes. We are nearing the end of race 2. It does feel like this Unimog is quite a bit faster. You know, nobody picks the Unimog. In the first trial, nobody else picked it. And this trial, nobody but me picked it. For whatever reason. Oh, goodness, we almost messed up. We almost did a big dumb. Avoided it there, though. And we will not do race 3 as we're destroying the Dravatars. But I do think this Unimog here was actually pretty good. Much, much, much better than I thought. Obviously, I will put both tunes down there in the description. You can pick which one you want. And we did annihilate the Dravatars. That takes care of the trial this week in 2 different trucks, both trucks that are available. Thanks, guys. I will see you all later.
I felt compelled to tell you something. I'm kind of a big deal.